be your star tonight. You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the sun sets. I hope you still want me, I hope you still need me a million years from now. The seasons are changing, the nights ever fading, it's time we left the ground. Let's leave for
He's a Florida man, Lou!
we'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me high, keeps me high. Keeps me high, 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 keeps me high. Can I love you? Nights are bleeding, 'cause you are not around. Walls are breaking, oh am I safe and sound? Don't know what I want, but I know I want you. 'Cause somehow I know it will hurt losing you. Can I love you right? I'ma love you right if you let me. Can I love you right? I'ma love you right, will you let me?
I think, and this is not me being cocky, I think all of you would agree the morning show on LouTube is definitely better with me on it. Today is proof today's morning show sucked.
Going places where the sun shines so bright. Take me with you. Don't wanna kiss goodbye. Don't know what I need, but I know I need you. 'Cause somehow I feel like I belong to you. Can I love you right? I'ma love world end should be the end of all you've ever been. But you can sleep, and I can't lie to you like all the grown-up people do. The clock stops, people go. People go. If I could lock up light in your little heart, keep your innocence of the deep down dark, I would. In the dead of night, I'll be here by your side. Ghosts don't sing, so you know that I'm alive. I still get the dreams and the feeling of doom. I don't wanna frighten you, the pills that lie to you. You can set the time when it's time that you go. There's no God, but it's better you know. I still get.
Oh my gosh, baby, let me. I did it again, so I'm gonna let the. Oh my, baby, let me love you down. There's so many ways to love ya. Maybe I can break you down. There's so many ways to love ya. Got me like, oh my God, I'm so in love. I found you finally. You make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh my gosh.
You big dummy.
Make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh. I fell in love with Shawty when I seen her on the dance floor. She was dancing sexy, pop, pop, popping, dropping, dropping low. Never ever has a lady hit me on the first sight. Yeah, this was something special. This was just like dynamite. Honey got a booty like pow, pow, pow. Honey got some boobies like wow, oh wow. Girl, you know I'm loving your style. Check, 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 checking you out like oh, she got it all. Sexy from my head to toe. And I want it all and all and all. Baby, let me love you down. There's so many ways to love ya. Baby, I can break you down. There's so many ways to love ya. Got me like, oh my gosh, I'm so in love. I found you finally. You make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh my gosh. You make me wanna say, you make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh. Felt so hard for honey, out of all the girls up in the club. This one got me whipped just off for one look. If I fell in love, this one's something special. This one just like dynamite. Oh, 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 oh. Out of sight and fell in love with honey like my, oh my. Honey looking wonderful, fly, so fly. Honey like a supermodel, my, oh my. Baby, how you do that make a grown man cry? Oh, baby, you got it all. Sexy from my head to toe. And I want it all and all and all. So honey, let me love you down. There's so many ways to love ya. Baby, I can break it down. There's so many ways to love ya. Got me like, oh my gosh, I'm so in love. I found you. I know her face. I just don't know who you are. Turn the music up in here. I still hear her loud and clear, like she's right there in my ear, telling me that she wants to own me, to control me. Come closer, come closer. And I just can't pull myself away under a spell I can't break. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. And I just can't bring myself away, but I don't want to escape. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I can feel her on my skin. I can taste her on my tongue. She's the sweetest taste of sin. The more I get, the more I want. She wants to own me. Come closer. She says, come closer. Hey, and I just can't pull myself away under a spell I can't break. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. And I just can't bring myself away, but I don't want to escape. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. No, I just can't stop. Can't stop it. No, I just can't stop. No, 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 no. And I just can't pull myself away under a spell I can't break. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't bring myself away, but I just want to escape. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. And I just can't pull myself away under a spell I can't break. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. Come closer.
Let's go.
You walk out like a woman in silver rain. Won't leave me mother, none to tell me why. You come along
Lou's drywall guy is here? Hey, we haven't seen him in a long time. Good morning, sir. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy NFL Draft Day to all you NFL fans out there. And you know, I'm guilty of this. I sometimes forget that there are a lot of people watching that actually do like the NFL. We spend so much time joking on the people who have got their feelings hurt by the NFL over the last 3 years and feel like they have to go around 24 hours a day telling everybody that they don't watch the NFL. We sometimes forget that there actually are people who are still big NFL fans. So, and of course, I look at the draft as a college football event, and I think if you're a college football fan, you can do that even if you don't like the NFL. I don't know how some of the people feel who are pretending to boycott the NFL as far as that goes, but I feel like even if you're pretending to boycott the NFL, you could still watch the NFL draft from a college perspective, can't you? I mean, whatever fan you're a team of, especially if you got a player or two or whatever that is going to get drafted or might get drafted or whatever, can't you still watch the draft? I don't know what the rules are. I don't know what the rules are for pretending to boycott the NFL. I don't know if you can watch the draft or not. I'd have to ask some of the pretend boycotters. Or if any of you are in the comment section, you can let us know. I don't know what y'all's little handbook says about the draft, but I love the draft. I love the NFL draft. I'm not going to be able to start the stream at 8 tonight, though. I got to take Lou Jr. to soccer, and his soccer practice doesn't end until 8:30 or 8:45. But I'll come back here and jump on as soon as I can. Actually, you know, Pete is streaming the entire draft tonight. I think most of you know Pigskin Pete, and I think most of you are subscribed to Pigskin Pete, but he's streaming the entire draft starting at 8 o'clock tonight. Maybe when I get back from Lou Jr.'s soccer, maybe I'll just tune in and watch Pete's draft coverage. Should I do that? Will y'all go watch the draft over on Pete's channel with me if I do it that way? Maybe that's what I'll do. And then maybe I'll just make a video tomorrow my thoughts on the draft. Maybe that's what I'll do. Let's do that. Let's support Pigskin Pete tonight. Instead of me starting a draft live show halfway through the draft, y'all just go to Pete's channel at 8 o'clock. Whenever I get back from Lou Jr.'s soccer practice, I'll just join that stream over there. And I don't know, maybe Pete will let me call in to his show. I'll talk to Pete today. Maybe Pete will let me call into his show and I can just talk to him for a little while about the draft on his live show, and then I can do a video tomorrow. That way I'm not starting a draft show halfway through the draft when there's other people that have been streaming the draft from the very beginning. But that, I don't think that would upset anybody. So I won't have a call-in show tonight. That's what I'm going to do. I literally just decided that. That idea just popped into my head. Pete was wearing a V-neck last night on his live stream, which of course there's nothing wrong with that. But I felt the need to point it out in the comments section with a hashtag V-neck. And Pete proceeded to go into a 5-minute or so soliloquy about how much he loves V-necks and his V-neck collection. He rattled off a whole bunch of colors of V-necks that he had. I believe his exact words were, "I have every color of the rainbow and several colors in between." And then he rattled off a whole bunch of colors of V-necks that he has. But he said, "I do not have a pink V-neck," is what he said. "I need to get one," he said. "I do not have a pink V-neck." Sir. What are you doing? What are you doing? Not that hard, buddy. Not that hard. Look at this. Yeah, she's clean too. Look at it. Just look at it, Pete. Just look at it, buddy. And then Pete said, "You know what else, Pete, I thought was funny?" He goes, "You know, it's only a," he goes, "It's only a specific brand of V-neck that I wear, though." He's picky about his V-necks, he said. Said he's picky. Uh-oh, Silent Chaos, you're not sexually insecure, are you? That's a girl's shirt, he says. Because it's pink? You're not sexually insecure, are you? Come on. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. Our boy Pigskin Pete. His V-neck collection. Oh, guess what? Guess what? Well, we got Vic coming on, which I don't even have my cell phone out here. VicTube, if you're listening, I'm pretty sure that you are. What time is it? It's 8:16. We'll have you on at 8:30, Vic. I got one or two more things I want to talk about. Where's the show? What show? What show are you looking for? What show is he looking for? Sippy says, "Where's the show?" It depends what show you're looking for. What was I saying? Now I done forgot. Oh, Vic, call it at 8:30. A couple more things I want to talk about. And I don't have my cell phone. I'm going to have to go grab my cell phone. But so just call it at 8:30. There's no show here. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I must have missed something in the comments section. Yes, Chris. Yes, it is. Jordan is trolling. Or attempting to. Yeah, this is my little internet show. Yeah, so call it at 8:30, Vic. But guess what? Guess what happened yesterday? You guys aren't going to believe this. You guys aren't going to believe this. Breaking news. Breaking news right here on the morning show. This is why you tune in. Tennessee picked up its third commitment yesterday in the 2022 class, vaulting them from dead last in the SEC all the way up to number 12 in the SEC and all the way up to number 46 nationally. That's right, they signed a 4-star QB that nobody wanted. Congratulations to the Tennessee Vols. There's no stopping them now. There's no stopping them now. Did you guys see the community post I made yesterday on my YouTube page? You know, it never ceases to amaze me the links that people are willing to go to, the mental gymnastics that people are willing to do to try to convince themselves that Tennessee has a chance at anything, at anything at all. Not all of the Tennessee fans, actually probably a majority of the Tennessee fans that I have seen comment or that I have talked to about this coming season actually seem pretty realistic. But the ones that, the Klingons, the ones that just can't accept reality, it's just absolutely amazing to me, the lengths that these people will go to mentally to try to convince themselves of things that just aren't true. Now, I have talked about this guy before, G White 713. He's a Tennessee fan. He's been around here for years. I like the guy, but he's dumber than a bag of dead batteries, this guy. You know when your battery goes dead in your remote and you don't have another one, so you take it out and you put it in the freezer, that dumb shit there? He's that one battery that's been in your freezer for a year. You forgot it was in there. This guy, first of all, he thinks Tennessee's going 9-3 every single year. So some credit, I guess, because he doesn't do the whole 15-0 thing. But he leaves me thesis papers hundreds of times an off season in my comment section about why Tennessee is going 9-3 and this, you know, and he always thinks Georgia's going 8-4 and Tennessee every year, and he convinces himself of this stuff. But he somehow managed to outdo himself yesterday. I honestly don't know if I've ever seen a comment this football ignorant. I don't know. The thing is, even if you want to give this guy the benefit of the doubt, okay, the best case scenario with this comment is that he doesn't have any idea what. Well, let me just show you the comment. He thinks Tennessee is going to average 40 points a game next year. Either he has no idea really how good of an offense 40 points a game is. Like, he just doesn't understand. He like, maybe he thinks there's teams out there scoring 60 and 70 points a game. Maybe he thinks 40 is not that good or whatever. I don't know. How in the hell anybody 40 points a game? If Tennessee's offense is real and manages to average 40 points per game, it's going to come down to defense. Tennessee versus Ole Miss will likely come down to who can manage a productive ground game and mix pass and who gets the most stops. 40 points a game, okay? That's a top 10 offense. That Florida did not average 40 points a game last year. Florida. And it was not only was it one of the best offenses in America last year, it was one of the best offenses Florida has ever had, period. Including the Steve Spurrier years. And Florida did not average 40 points a game last year. And this isn't the only comment he made. He made multiple comments on my Tennessee schedule video about Tennessee scoring 40 points a game. So best case scenario is that he doesn't understand that 40 points a game would basically give you a top 5 offense. Worst case scenario, he does understand that 40 points a game would give you a top 5 offense, and he thinks Tennessee is going to have a top 5 offense. I mean, this is just beyond ridiculous. And to anybody out there that's thinking, well, this guy's just trolling, no. This guy is not trolling. Because like I said, he's been doing this for years, and he's dead serious. Is there any Tennessee fan watching right now that thinks Tennessee is coming anywhere close to 40 points a game? $40 points a game. I mean, here, let's do it here, because maybe some of you don't know either. So let's do this. 2020 college football most points per game. Here we go. Here you go. So this guy thinks Tennessee is going to have an offense similar to some of these here. My God. Jesus Christ. Alabama averaged 48 points a game last year. He thinks Tennessee's offense is going to be 1 touchdown worse than Alabama's last year. The best offense Alabama has ever had statistically, with the numbers Mac Jones put up and those wide receivers. Clemson, 43 points a game. I guess this is what maybe he's looking at this because Josh Heupel came from Central Florida. I don't know. He thinks, well, Central Florida scored 42 points a game. Scott Heupel. Okay, 2 things about that. Number 1, Central Florida is better than Tennessee. That's number 1. Number 2, the competition that Central Florida plays is nowhere near the level of competition that Tennessee will play. But does anybody think Tennessee's offense in 2021 is going to be anywhere close to any of these teams listed here? Hell, Georgia only scored 32 points a game last year. 32. Now, we scored 39 the last 3 games of the year. This second column right here is your average for the last 3. So once we put JT Daniels in, it was a little bit better. But where's Oklahoma? Oklahoma scored 42 points a game. Tennessee's going to score 40 points a game this year. Oh my God. Jesus. I hope this guy wears a helmet. He's liable to hurt himself. Tennessee scored 21 points a game last year. 21. Josh Heupel's going to double that. Josh Heupel's going to double that. Holy hell. Holy hell, and Jesus Christ, too. I mean, come on. Come on. No way. No way. Jesus Christ. Come on. I mean, that's just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Slob Olympics coming up in March. next year, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, March 11th through 13th. That's a Friday through Sunday. The schedule will most likely be the same as it was this last year. In other words, the Slob Olympics will take place on March 12th, Saturday. Most people this past in Atlanta last month, most of us came up on Friday, stayed the night, did the Slob Olympics on Saturday, stayed the night again, left on Sunday. So the 11 through 13 is a Friday through Sunday. The Slob Olympics itself will be on March 12th. So if you're somebody that's just coming in for the Slob Olympics on that day, and you're just coming in Saturday morning or whatever, March 12th for the actual events. I actually might go up there a couple of days before March 11th this year. I like it up there, and I don't go up there that often to the mountains up there. So I might go up there Tuesday or Wednesday or something. I might even stay a week up there. I don't know. But March 11th through 13th, most likely going to be the Riverside Towers Hotel or whatever. We're still finalizing all that, but most likely it's going to be the Riverside Towers Hotel in Pigeon Forge. It's about $110 a night. It's right across the street from the park where we're doing the Slob Olympics. The 2022 Slob Olympics t-shirts will be available tomorrow afternoon on the Teespring store, the Uncle Lou Teespring store. A couple people asked me, are they the same as last year? Just instead of saying Atlanta, it says Pigeon Forge. No, it's a totally different. It's a totally different design. I had somebody design it for me. So I haven't even actually seen the final design yet. We talked about some ideas, and they're making it up now. He's supposed to send it to me later today or tomorrow morning. So it'll be up on the Teespring store. The shirt will sometime tomorrow afternoon. If you know you're going to buy one, they're going to be $25 on the Uncle Lou Teespring store. And then Teespring charges $4, $5, $6, something like that to ship it. I guess maybe it depends how far they have to ship it. I don't know the exact amount, but so it's going to cost you basically about $30 to get a Slob Olympics t-shirt. I make about $5 for every one of those t-shirts I sell, and all the money I make from the Slob Olympics t-shirts goes to buying trophies and plaques and whatever else for the Slob Olympics. So it's a good way to support the Slob Olympics. If you know you're going to buy a Slob Olympics t-shirt and you want to save yourself some money, I'm going to ship some out tomorrow, Friday, for $20 a pop. So if you want to save $10, PayPal me $20. I don't think I posted the PayPal link. I'll post it now. The PayPal link is in the description of the video. I'll post it in the comments section once too. And if there's a moderator or two that can maybe repost that in 20 minutes or whatever, 30 minutes or whatever. But just PayPal me $20. In the PayPal note, leave me your address and what shirt size you are. And I will send you out a Slob Olympic shirt tomorrow for $20, and you won't have to pay the $30 through Teespring. You'll be among the first to get the shirt, and you'll save yourself $10. So there you go. Shout out again to Mike Reiser. 2 weeks in a row, Mike Reiser won the Pick-to-Picture contest. Tomorrow we'll do that again. But this is the guy from whatever it is, Animal House or whatever it is, but somehow he's got a West Virginia shirt on, which is amazing. Shout out to Mike Reiser. You're good people. Let's do this because we got to do the LouAnon Jones, whatever it is. So we better do this. Better do this too. I got to go grab my cell phone, Vic. I'll be back and I'm going to play something while I go grab my cell phone. People need to see this. It's amazing. Anybody still watch the Pole Fane Bam show? Define Bomb Pale or whatever his name is. Anybody still watch that show? I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. But this segment here, this segment or this portion of the morning show with Uncle Lou is sponsored by Ballard's Salad Tossing Service, Alabama's #1 youth.
progress of trying, just a bunch of family stuff going on, and
Sorry. I jumped up to grab my phone and forgot to turn the sound back on. This is worth hearing, though, so I think I'm going to play it for you. Because I think it's worth hearing. Yeah, I jumped up to grab my phone and didn't realize I forgot to turn the sound back on, and then I saw the comments when I got back. So here you go. This is brought to you by Ballard Salad Tossing Service, Alabama's #1 youth ministry. Here you go. Good morning.
I'll take the calls right now and start with Christian, who is in Alabama. Hello, Christian.
what's going on, Paul? How you doing today?
What's up with you?
Not much, man. I'm ready for the draft tomorrow night, and I will say, you mentioned Trevor Sikkema from the Draft Network. I love reading up on all their content and everything. I'm looking forward to hearing from him. I listened to his podcast, Locked On NFL Draft, but I wanted to talk real quick. I'll get my thoughts on the 49ers deal. I really don't think it matters who they take. Obviously, though, it seems like it's either going to be Fields or Jones. I just have that kind of feeling that they'll end up taking Justin Fields, but we'll just have to wait and see for Thursday night. And then I wanted to call in. I recently have moved up to Alabama. I've called up quite a few times on here, talked about my sportscasting career, and I'm in the progress of trying, just a bunch of family stuff going on, and so I moved up here. I'm trying to get back in school, and, I'm getting back on track.
So, Christian, let me ask you, I know we've had this conversation before, but just help me refresh my memory on what ultimately would you like to do?
Pretty much have a talk show or be an analyst like someone like you or the big guys like Marcus Spears or whatever.
Well, this job should be open any day now, so come on over. Seriously, yes, I admire you. Don't ever aim too low. I'll spare you the cliche.
Sure.
Aim for the stars and be ready when your name is called.
Yes, sir, absolutely. And obviously, I've called up and I've asked questions before. So anytime I got a question, I know. Call Paul.
Well, Christian, I don't know. I don't know where my career turns, but I'm always available as a guidance counselor. So I think I may just hang a shingle out and mentor young people like you to become great broadcasters of the future. That may be my calling in life. So you keep going. I hope your family situation solves itself, and look forward to hearing more about your career soon.
That's right. Ballard becoming a regular over there on the Pale Fame Bame show. Pete, I see you in the comments section. I one-upped you on your V-neck game today, but I had to. I told everybody how you was on there last night talking about all your V-necks and the colors of the rainbow. And he said, but I ain't got no pink one, though. Ain't got no pink one. Well, Uncle Lou doesn't have those problems. That's a Pete problem. Also, Pete, I just got done telling the people, too. I don't know if you were in here earlier. I'm not doing my call-in show tonight. Lou Jr. has soccer practice. The draft starts at 8, and if I was here, I would start streaming the draft at 8, but I'm not going to be here because Lou Jr. has soccer practice. So rather than starting a stream in the middle of the draft, I told everybody to just go watch your stream at 8 o'clock. And then when I get back from Lou Jr.'s soccer practice, I'll just tune into your stream, and then maybe if I'm lucky, you'll let me call in for 10 or 15 minutes or something during the draft, and we can discuss whatever's happened up to that point or whatever. If not, that's fine too. Either way, I'm just going to tune into your stream and told everybody else to do the same, and I'm just not going to do a show tonight. So everybody go to Pete's channel. That's what you have to do. I'm pretty sure that's what you're going to do too. All right, Pete. Yeah, draft starts at 8. It'll probably be 9:30 before I get back from Lou Jr. soccer practice or whatever. So I don't know. You know what I'll do? Maybe I'll. I'm assuming you're streaming the entire first round. Maybe I'll wait until the top 10 is done at least, and then I'll call in and maybe we can just talk a few minutes about the top 10 picks and how the Falcons blew it, which I'm sure they will, and whatever else. if that's okay. I'll just I'll get in your comment section whenever I get back from Lou Jr.'s soccer practice, and we'll figure it out. But everybody just go to Pete's channel at 8:00 if you want some draft. If you want to watch a draft show tonight, and I'll just skip my call-in show tonight and do a draft video tomorrow. That's what I'll do. Okay, VicTube, you can go ahead and call in whenever you're ready with your little conspiracy. Whatever it is, LouAnon. That would be great. That'd be amazing, actually. Yeah, it would. Don't forget about the super chat down below, too. It's a great way to support the show, the channel, and what Uncle Lou's trying to do here. Support small business. That's right. That's what I'm supposed to be saying. Support small people love to support small business. Support small business. Hit the super chat icon down below, or ever what you need to do, or the PayPal in that too, and also. Good morning, VicTube. You ready for LouAnon this morning, sir?
Yeah.
Are you? You
I'm
sure?
ready. I'm sure.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for LouAnon, featuring none other than my buddy, VicTube Productions. VicTube, is that enough?
Yeah, that's enough.
You want a little more?
No, I'm okay.
All right, VicTube, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good.
How's your week been?
Yeah, my week's been good. Yeah. How about you?
Pretty good, yeah. Anything exciting happen, or just kind of the norm for you this week?
No, just kind of a normal week.
Right. You had your second vaccine shot, what, last week?
Yeah.
Was the second one worse than the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like I've heard a lot of people say that.
Yeah.
Seems like I heard a lot of people say that. So, okay, well, you're vaccinated. That's good. So I guess you can go outside now. I don't know what the rules are.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know what they were yesterday, and whatever they were yesterday, they'll be different today.
Yeah.
Anyway, so nothing exciting going on in VicTube's world. Just a normal week for VicTube. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Now your normal weeks are pretty exciting, so that's fine. That's okay. It's no big deal. So LouAnon with VicTube. Now we've run the gamut here. What's up today? Which conspiracy theory are we diving into today, VicTube?
Right. Yeah. Today we're doing the moon landing conspiracy.
Oh, that it was fake. That it was the entire moon landing.
Filmed in a studio.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell us about it.
Yes. Well, in 1969, Neil Armstrong and them, and Buzz Aldrin and forget who the other guy was, but anyway, yeah, they my mom went to the moon. Yeah, they landed on the moon. Yeah, left behind some footprints, and they planted a flag.
Right.
Yeah, and they also left behind a reflector, so we can shine a light on the moon, and it would bounce back.
And they brought back almost 400 kilograms of moon rock.
That's right. They brought back some moon rocks,
Yeah,
too.
a bunch of
Right.
it.
And moon dust. Yeah.
Moon dust, okay. Which is
Moon
crushed rock, right?
dust. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. So what do the conspiracy theories man say?
I guess they believe that they're just regular rocks. So that
No, I just mean about the whole thing.
or maybe they
explain
believe
the
that
conspiracy.
they're,
Forget the rocks. Forget I even mentioned the rocks. Explain the conspiracy.
I've already explained the conspiracy that there's some people who believe that we didn't actually go to the moon and that it was just filmed in a studio.
Right. All right, great segment, Vic. Is that it?
No. Okay. So you want me to go into why they think that?
Well, yeah. I want you to talk about the conspiracy, like we normally do.
Yeah. Well, they say that's because the flag waved when the astronauts planted it in the ground. The flag waved, but there was no wind. But anyway, but a flag actually does float in a vacuum. Yeah.
Well, everything floats. Everything floats up
Yeah,
there.
that's right.
People float.
That's right.
If you attached a person to a flagpole, would the person dangle straight down, or would they dangle out and about?
Yeah, they would dangle out. And
They would
about.
dangle out and about.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So MythBusters did a series where they debunked some of the conspiracies. One of the things was they put the flag in a vacuum chamber, and it waved. And it seemed to float in the breeze. Yeah, even though there was no breeze. So.
Right. I mean, breeze is one reason that a flag would float or wave. It's not the only reason.
Right.
If I hang a flag from a pole at a 90-degree angle to the earth, it's going to fall down. Right?
Right.
But on the moon, what causes that flag to fall, to drape down? If I hang a pole, like if I hang a pole at a 90-degree angle from a tree and the flag drapes downward, what's causing that?
Gravity.
Right. And how much gravity is there on the moon?
1/6 of Earth's gravity.
Right. Right. So I have no idea, LW. I haven't even seen Who Timed You Out, so I don't have any idea.
Yeah, it was Sea Dog.
Oh.
But it might have been by accident.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. What are you doing? What are you doing, Sea Dog? So where was the moon landing filmed?
You mean where did the according to the conspiracy? You mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it was filmed. I don't know in California.
Right.
It was filmed in the same studio where they shot something. I can't remember, but
Bewitched, I think.
oh, okay.
Or something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Chit. Yeah. Okay.
And these same people think we don't really have a camera on Mars right now. They think we just have a camera rolling around the desert in Arizona.
Yeah.
Now-
Then how do you explain why the sky is red? I guess maybe they just think that they just colored it red.
Yeah, the magic of movies. The magic of movies. I will say this about the moon landing. First of all, now this conspiracy started almost right away. So this isn't the reason the conspiracy started, but this may be part of the reason why this conspiracy has persisted as long as it has. It is a little bit strange that we went 5 times in a 5-year period or 6 times in a 5-year period, whatever it was, way back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, 60s and 70s.
And then never went back. That's a little odd. And I get what they say. Well, there's no water and there's no this and there's no that. But you went there 5 times. Is that all you really needed to know about it? Is there anywhere you've ever been only 5 times?
No.
Yeah, so it does seem odd that we never went back. Now they're talking about going back now.
There's no money in it.
But how do they know that?
I think that was wise because there's no money in it.
Well, as far as space travel goes, has it ever been a profitable industry? I mean, what's in what way would they? How would you make money? I don't
know. I guess you would maybe make build some kind of a mine on the moon. Maybe.
What would you be mining for? Cheese? What would you be mining for, Vic? Cheese or what?
I don't know. Let's see. Uranium. I don't know.
Uranium.
Maybe coal. Maybe I don't know. Maybe diamonds. I don't know.
Could be diamonds on the moon. And there are some mainstream, like popular, famous people who buy into this thing. This isn't Bigfoot, or some of these more fringe conspiracies. This one, Joe Rogan, who probably has, I don't know this for sure, but I would guess has the most popular podcast on planet Earth, probably the most widely listened to podcast on planet Earth. He's a moon landing conspiracy nut. He has a large audience, one of the largest,
Yeah.
And there's plenty of other people too, but let's see here. One of the arguments is that it would be impossible for anyone to have walked on the moon because the moon is made out of light. How about that? The moon is made out of light. Yeah.
No.
This is saying that 50, 60 years ago when we were, quote unquote, pretending to land on the moon, the average idiot on Earth had no way of verifying that. Now, the way technology has trickled down to the average idiot like me and you, we would have ways of debunking. In other words, if they were to try to tell us they went to the moon now, there would be ways for the average idiot like me and you to disprove it. That's why they don't pretend to go back. What do you think about that?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, some people would think that. Yeah.
This says that, and again, I'm just reading off of a news article that was written documenting some of the moon landing conspiracies and the reasons behind them and stuff. But this says one thing that the conspiracy theorists point to is the fact that there are no stars visible in any of the pictures taken from the moon. I don't even know if that's true. But if it is would there be a logical explanation for that, I wonder? Why would there be no stars visible in pictures taken from the moon?
I don't know. I guess maybe because the sun was being really bright, and the light bouncing off the moon's surface. Maybe that kind of makes it so you can't see very many stars. Maybe that's it. So, like, maybe if they were on the dark side of the moon, there would probably be stars. But
NASA was founded in 1958, managed to launch Alan Shepard into space in 1961, so it took just 3 years for NASA to get a man into space.
right.
Then JFK announced that the U.S. should commit itself to achieve the goal before the decade is over of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to Earth. It seemed like a stretch, but by the mid-'60s, NASA was consuming more than 4% of the U.S. federal budget. That's a lot of money. 4% of every dollar the federal government spent was put into putting a man on the moon. I'll say this. If the United States government puts 4% of its money into anything, they will most likely succeed at it. War, for example. We put more than 4% of our budget into.
We put like 55% into the military.
We put more than 4% of our budget into the military, and we're constantly at war. So mission accomplished. But now the Soviets in this. I mean, this all has to do with the Cold War and Russia versus the U.S. Not just in terms of shooting at each other, but it was a technological war
in everything.
Right. It was a communism versus capitalism. Which
that's right.
And it was a competition in every way.
Everything.
The Soviet Union was way ahead of us. Way ahead of us in the 50s when it came to space flight and travel and putting people in space and all that. And
that's right.
Of course, over the course of the 1960s under JFK, we caught up with them and put a man on the moon. By the mid-60s, NASA was consuming more than 4% of the U.S. budget, while the Soviets were achieving more firsts. First woman in space, 1963. First extravehicular activity, i.e. spacewalk. First spacewalk, Russia, 1965. Yeah. The Americans experienced various setbacks, including a launch pad fire that killed all 3 Apollo 1 astronauts.
That's right. Yeah, they were the first to put a man-made satellite in orbit. That was Sputnik, right? They were the first to send an animal, like an earthling, into space. That was the dog. Yeah, and then they sent the first man in space, the Yuri, somebody, I forgot his last name, but yeah.
Neil Armstrong said the most difficult part about the entire process was the actual descent, orbiting. They were orbiting the moon. He said that that wasn't that hard. It was the descent and landing on the moon on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being easy, 10 being the most difficult thing ever. It was a 13. Walking on the moon was 1 out of 10. It was easy, he said.
Yeah.
There's what is this? A World War II bomber was found on the moon? What? Stop.
What?
I don't know. I'm reading some crazy stuff now.
A World War II bomber on the moon?
Yeah.
No.
The moon hoax theory entered the modern era in 2001. Oh, boy. No, shit. You know, Vic,
What, not 9/11?
the more things change, the more they stay the same. Guess who reinvigorated the moon landing conspiracy way back in 2001? The same people that are stoking conspiracies now. Fox News. Fox News. What does this say? Where is this now? Yeah, the moon hoax theory entered the modern era in 2001 when Fox News broadcast a documentary called "Did We Land on the Moon?" hosted by X-Files actor Mitch Pileggi. And everybody that watched it believed it. Look what's happening now. It repackaged all the older conspiracy theories for a new audience. This guy was working at NASA at the time, recalls much banging of heads against consoles. Quote, "For many years, we refused to respond to this stuff. It wasn't worth giving it the time. But when Fox News aired the documentary, stating unequivocally, quote, 'We haven't landed on the moon,' it really raised the level of concern." Oh, boy. Most of the calls came not from conspiracists, but from parents and teachers. People were saying, quote, "My kid saw this. How do I respond?" So with some trepidation, NASA put up a webpage and sent out some materials to teachers to debunk the conspiracy theories. One particular thing in the Fox News documentary was a poll claiming that 20% of Americans believe the moon landing was faked. He says that polls tend to put the figure at between 4 and 5%, but it's easy to phrase poll questions to achieve a more eye-catching result. Every time there's a hearing in a serious periodical, even an offhand comment in a movie, it just feeds this stuff. He cites a scene in Christopher Nolan's Interstellar in 2014 in which a school teacher informs Matthew McConaughey's character that the moon landing was a hoax in order to win the propaganda war against the Soviet Union.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I've seen that movie. Yeah.
James Bond has to take some of the blame here, it says. In the movie Diamonds Are Forever, Sean Connery busts into a NASA facility in a Las Vegas casino. A chase ensues across a film set dressed up to look like the moon, complete with earthbound astronauts. But here it's more like a visual joke, a way of justifying a moon buggy chase across the Nevada desert by the time of Peter Hyman, a conspiracy thriller, blah, 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 blah. I've seen that movie and I forgot about that scene.
Yeah, me too, yeah. Yeah, me too.
I love those old James Bond
the,
movies. I forgot about that.
They had
but,
the three-wheeled, they had those three-wheelers they chased James Bond with, yeah.
The moon hoax conspiracy theorists are divided on whether the earlier Apollo, Mercury, and Gemini missions were also faked, and whether we ever even made it into space. But while the first generation of lunar conspiracists were motivated by anger, these days it's more likely to be boredom. The line between conspiracy and entertainment is getting more and more blurry.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh, my God.
That's right. Yeah, so we can't, it got hard to tell if people are serious these days.
Astronaut Buzz Aldrin punched moon conspiracist Bart Sibrel in 2002. In one sense, the conspiracy idea is harmless, at least compared with misinformation about vaccinations or mass murders. Morton notes that it is one of the few conspiracy theories that isn't tainted by anti-Semitism, nor does it seem to be one which Donald Trump, the ultimate product of news as entertainment, subscribes. The dynamics of the modern internet have clearly not helped. Look up Apollo videos on YouTube, and before long, moon hoax documentaries start lining up in the autoplay queue. But there's little evidence that Russian disinformation agents have spread moon conspiracies as they have anti-vaccine propaganda, for example. Whatever. It's starting to get kind of political now. I don't want to go there with the moon landing. This is probably. Would you say this is the second most popular conspiracy behind the JFK thing in America? Or
Yeah.
I know
yeah.
Bigfoot is probably Bigfoot's. Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
Bigfoot's up
kinda
there too.
popular.
That's probably the big three, isn't it? Bigfoot, moon landing, JFK assassination. Those are probably. Those are definitely three of the longest running. I mean, the Bigfoot conspiracy has been around forever. The JFK and the moon landing thing have been around now for almost 60 years.
Right.
There's some other conspiracy theories, obviously, that are popular in certain pockets of intellectual incapacity. But I think Bigfoot, moon landing, and JFK assassinations are, in terms of belief, in terms of the percentage of people who believe them, those are probably three of the highest. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
What do y'all think in the comment section? What are some? We should have been done this, Vic. But what do y'all think are some of the most popular or some of the most believable? I'm not necessarily that you believe them, but that could be somewhat believable. And this will give us some ideas for some future segments too, Vic. But Area 51 is another one. You're right. I would put Area 51 would go right there with Bigfoot, moon landing, and JFK assassination. The 9/11 one I think is less popular. Maybe that's one of the more popular modern ones, but I don't think it's anywhere near where the JFK or the moon landing or Area 51 is. Ragdog says he's listening in from the moon now and can confirm that people have walked on the moon. Mike Leach's pet Sasquatch is here, and he says, I'm in the comment section right now. Obviously, I'm real. Hard to debate that. Hard to debate that. Would you want to do the 9/11 conspiracy next week, Vic?
Yeah, sure, we do that.
Because I'm going to be honest, when it comes to the 9/11 conspiracies, first of all, I don't believe any of them. I don't even really know what the conspiracy. In other words, the people that I don't even know what they really believe. What do they think? What do they think happened? So I don't know. So make sure you look into that and let me know next week, because I don't even know what they believe.
Right.
So. Do you think we landed on the moon, Vic?
Yeah, I do.
Of the conspiracies that we've covered so far on your Thursday morning segments, which to you is the most believable? Again, not necessarily that you believe it, but at least is the most believable. I don't think I don't know if all of the HARP machine conspiracies are true, but I don't believe the official government explanation of the HARP facility. I don't believe for 1 second that all that's out there to study cloud patterns. I don't believe that at all. Why a weather facility is maintained by the military? So I don't know. I don't know about steering hurricanes or creating hurricanes or whatever. That maybe that's the goal. Whatever. I don't know. But I don't believe the official government explanation for the HARP facility. That might be one of the more believable ones to me. You okay, Vic?
Yeah, okay. So you want me to know which one is the most believable?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say probably the FEMA camps one.
Oh, wow. That's surprising.
I mean, there probably is a secret plan for the continuation of government after a massive disaster. Yes, that there probably is a plan in place. Right, but I don't believe that they want to have to enact that plan. I think that they're hoping that they'll never have to use it, but there probably is a plan in place, though.
Right. Mike Reiser, thank you for hitting the PayPal. I appreciate that. He tells me his shirt size. Okay. And he says, what's your thoughts on banning menthol cigarettes? Is there a black market opportunity there? First of all, I think it's ridiculous. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Well, I mean, where do you stop? Literally everything causes cancer. Okay. I don't know where you stop here with the banning, I don't know. I agree with regulating cigarettes. I don't think a 12-year-old should be able to buy them, just like I don't think a 12-year-old should be able to buy a gun or, beer or whatever. But I don't understand banning cigarette and why just menthol cigarette. It makes no sense to me. And I read the article yesterday, so I know what all their reasons and explanations are, but it's just ridiculous to me. Prohibition doesn't work. Prohibition doesn't work. So to answer your black market question, yes. Just like there's a black market for weed and coke and heroin and everything else that is supposed to be illegal. We tried prohibition on alcohol. It didn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't work. You know what prohibition on alcohol, all prohibition on alcohol did was give us 100 years of the Kennedys. That's all it did. That's it. That's it. And it killed a bunch of people because you had people making bathtub whiskey and all this kind of stuff, and you didn't know what was in it. And it's just like these people who go out and buy whatever drug off the street and it kills them because it's laced with whatever. You don't know what's in it. The black market is not safe. It's just inherently not safe. If you were walking down the street and someone walked up to you and said, I got an apple here, I'll sell it to you. Would you eat it? I wouldn't.
No.
I don't know where that apple's been, what he did to it. So I think it's completely ridiculous. This is just like, was it New York or whoever it was that wanted to ban Cokes over a certain size? I mean, it's just insanity. You can't legislate behavior. You can't.
Yeah. It could be a poisoned apple. Yeah, like something out of Snow White. Yeah.
Yeah, or the Bible.
Yeah, or the Bible. That's the forbidden fruit.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't eat the apple.
Yeah.
Lady wouldn't listen, would she?
Nope.
Nothing's changed, has it? Lady still won't listen. Oh my God. Yeah, so I think that's ridiculous. But I'm a libertarian. You know, I think if somebody wants to walk into the gas station and instead of buying a pack of cigarettes, they want to buy a pack of marijuana, I think they should be allowed. You know, and I don't even, you know, I've smoked marijuana 2 or 3 times in my life, and it was 20, 25 years ago or something, and I didn't like it. So guess what? I didn't do it again. That's it. But prohibition just doesn't work. I just think it leads to more more problems than it does good. I mean, if you legalize weed, are there going to be people who smoke too much of it, get fired from their job, drop out of school, whatever? Yes. Yes. There are. That will happen to some amount of people. Okay. Well, you know, that's the, you know, what are you going to do? You know, that's the same way about, well, we can't build a casino. What if people gamble away their power bill money? Well, yeah. What if they go to the gas station and buy $500 worth of lottery tickets? I mean, you know what I mean? The whole idea of banning cigarettes in general to me is dumb. And then this now is specifically menthol cigarettes. So no, I think that's completely ridiculous. I think that's completely ridiculous. And then you look at the jail and the prison situation and how much of that is directly tied to nonviolent drug offenses, and it's just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But as long as you have for-profit prisons, this stuff is not likely to change. So, you know, for-profit prisons get paid by the head. The more people you have in there, the more money you get. So it's not in the, you know, it's, you know, whatever. That's a whole other issue. You know, so. I mean, do I think people should do heroin? No. I don't think people should eat a Big Mac every day of the week either. It would have a similar result, would it not? Yes, it would. It would shorten your lifespan. I mean, in the end, that's what that's what regular heroin use will do to you. It will shorten your lifespan. Well, so will eating a Big Mac every day. You know. So I just, but again, I'm more of a libertarian in that area, where, you know, I think prostitution should be legal. I think weed should be legal. Now I think it should all be regulated, you know. I don't think you should be able to grow tobacco in your backyard, roll it up yourself, and set up a stand on the side of the road and sell cigarettes. I think it needs to be regulated like anything else is regulated. I mean, fruit is regulated, vegetables are regulated, meat is regulated to keep people safe, and I'm all for that. But the idea that we need to ban something because it might hurt me, I don't necessarily buy into that. Your thoughts, VicTube?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay, good. I like it when we agree. Don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, back to the moon thing. Yes, yeah, so my grandfather on my mom's side, yeah, he had my mom worked for NASA during the moon landing. Yeah, he was part of the team that helped design the rockets.
Oh, so he's in on it.
Yeah.
Did he ever talk to? Is he still alive?
No. Yeah, he passed away a few years ago.
When he was alive, did you ever hear him talk about how ridiculous the moon landing conspiracies were? Did he ever express an opinion on people who thought it was fake?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He thought they were crazy, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Where did he work? Did he work in Florida or Alabama or Texas or DC?
Alabama.
Okay. Where's is it in Huntsville? Is that where
It's in Huntsville,
Huntsville. Okay. Yeah. I've never been there. I've been to. Where's the one in Florida off the coast of what?
You mean
Cape Canaveral.
Kennedy. Yeah, Cape Canaveral.
Yeah, I've been to Cape
Kennedy
Canaveral.
Space Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have too. Yeah.
Anybody ever seen a shuttle launch in person? Have you, Vic?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, when was that?
Yeah, I think it was the last time my mom launched the space shuttle. I think that was 2012. Yeah, I think. Yeah, when we it was the last space shuttle launch before they were all retired.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen that. Was it a daytime launch?
Yeah.
Nighttime launch would be amazing,
I
wouldn't it?
I think it was.
They've done some nighttime launches, and they say like
Atlantis,
if you look up in a certain direction, even like from Georgia, you can see it or something. But I've never. I would love to. I would love to go to, or even now, like the SpaceX rockets, and I would love to just go and watch that somewhere. But I've never done that. I would love to do it though. Captain Tripp says, I saw the Challenger explode. What, in person? Because I think everybody has seen that.
In person or on TV, yeah.
We were watching it in school that day. The government set up a special broadcast channel for all the schools to tune in, because they had that school teacher on there. And so we all stopped what we were doing, whatever, that day in school. I was in, I don't know, second grade or something. And they stopped what we were doing and rolled the TV into all the classrooms. And, so we saw that too. But I've never seen a shuttle launch in person. But how was it? Was it cool, Vic?
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah.
Is it loud?
Yeah, it was loud.
It's hard to tell how, I've seen, obviously I've seen it on TV, and even on TV they show the people that are standing around or whatever, but it's hard to tell how far away those people are. How far away are you? I mean, can you even see the shuttle? You could see it,
yeah,
right?
I could see it. Yeah, I could see it. Yeah, we were about what? Maybe half a mile away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the ground shake?
Quarter mile. Yeah. Yeah, it did. Yeah. Yeah, it shook a little bit. Yeah, it's like you don't. My mom. He start to. You don't hear the launch until after it launches. First, you see it launch, and then a second later, then you
hear it.
You hear it.
Yeah. So you are a pretty good distance away then.
Light travels, faster than sound.
Light does indeed travel faster than sound. You're right. You're right about that. Which is why everything we've ever seen in our entire lives already happened, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's just facts.
Yeah.
Bama Fanatic says the only reason the government should regulate anything is it's being sold to people. Nothing you grow or make for personal use should be regulated or criminalized by a government body. Well, the example that I gave involved someone growing tobacco in their backyard and setting up a cart on the side of the road to sell cigarettes. So it didn't involve growing it for personal use. But I agree
not
with you.
personal.
But I agree with you. And if you grow corn in your backyard to eat for yourself, the government's not coming over there to make sure you're growing the corn right. They don't do that. But if you try to sell the corn, that is what they regulate. How would you regulate a working girl? The same way you regulate an insurance agent. You give them a license. You have to, and whatever that would involve, which would, I'm assuming, be some kind of testing, as far, physical, health testing, that kind of thing. The same way you would regulate any other industry. You can't get up today and decide you want to sell insurance and go sell insurance tomorrow. You can't do that. I mean, you can, but it's against the law. You have to be certified by the state and all this kind of stuff. And, anything can be regulated. You can't sell cigarettes without a license. You can't sell alcohol without a license. You can't sell pussy without a license either. Right, Vic?
Yeah.
Now, thank you for the super chat. You wouldn't get it. I can't tell if that's a new person or someone that changed their name, but in any case, thank you for the super chat, sir. Maybe you've been here for a while, but it seems like I just noticed you over the last few days. But if you're new, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the morning show. Yeah, they have brothels in Nevada, and guess what? They're heavily regulated. And prostitution is only legal in certain parts of Nevada, not statewide. Like, it's illegal in Las Vegas. Prostitution is illegal in Las Vegas. It's legal some places outside of Las Vegas, and it's heavily regulated. So. In states where marijuana is legal, it's heavily regulated. You have to have a license, and marijuana has to meet certain criteria in terms of THC levels and blah, 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 and all, on and on and on.
Yeah.
And again, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Almost everything we sell in this country is regulated. Cars, right? Cars have to have certain, cars have to have seatbelts, for example. They have to have headlights, they have to have taillights, whatever, on and on and on. I don't see why you can't do the same thing with marijuana or prostitution or whatever else.
Yeah, earlier.
What's that, Vic?
Say that earlier in the comments, my mom Chess said that he wants to have sex on the moon.
Now, wouldn't that be something? Now, that would be a first, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not aware of anyone having sex on the moon yet. Do you think anyone's had sex in space? Because those people spend a lot of time on that space station.
On the space station, maybe. I don't think outside in space, but.
Well, but if I have sex in a house on Earth, I'm still having sex on Earth, aren't I?
That's right.
So if I have sex in a space station, if I have sex in a space station in space, I'm still having sex in space, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
People probably have done it on a space station.
Yeah.
But I don't think that they've done it, outside in space.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. You would do that. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I don't know. How you would do that, because your genitalia would freeze off if you exposed them. So. Yes, you'd have
Did
to.
You say genitalia?
So you'd you'd have to use like a space condom,
like a fur coat, condom.
Yeah,
a fur coat condom.
Yeah.
You know how they make hand warmers?
Yeah.
You know, you watch, you see it a lot in the NFL and the northern teams. The quarterbacks will have the hand warmers, you know, and in between plays they stick their hands in the hand warmers. Couldn't they make one of those? Couldn't they make one of those to go over your wee wee?
Yeah. Yeah.
Vodka Drinker says there is no moon. It's a space station, like the Death Star. I guess he's talking about. I don't know. I would like to remind everybody that today's show is sponsored by Ballard's Salad Tossing Service, Alabama's #1 youth ministry. Make sure and subscribe to Ballard Sports Media here on YouTube for all your salad tossing needs.
Yes, my mom Rat Dog says it's a penis. I just want to point out that the female doesn't have a penis, so. Yes, that's why I said genitalia, so it could work, you know, both ways, you know.
Well, it doesn't have to be a guy and a girl, does it?
No.
You know, there's a lot of people in prison who are straight, but they're jail gay.
Yeah.
And in a way, the space station is like a jail. You're stuck there for a long period of time. There could be some people that are space station gay, couldn't there?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But if you did it, outside in space, then the other guy's, butt would freeze. So.
Well, there's ways around that, Vic. I mean, you're telling me NASA scientists, we're talking about NASA scientists here, sir.
Yeah.
You think they can't figure out a way to keep someone's butthole from freezing? Stop it.
No,
Stop it.
that's right.
Of course they can.
Like I said, that's why I said they would have to use space condoms. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, to keep your stuff from freezing.
Yeah. I covered this at the beginning of the show, but there might be some people who have tuned in a little bit later. So I just wanted to cover this one more time. But we have yet another breaking news update here on the morning show on LouTube. I mean, this is why you tune in. It's all the news that's worth knowing, and a pretty significant update from when we last covered this breaking news. That's right. Tennessee has landed yet another recruit, bumping their total up from 2 to 3. They now have 3 commits for the 2022 recruiting class, 2 3-stars.
They got a 4-star.
And they got a 4-star QB that nobody else wanted yesterday, bumping their rank up from 14th in the SEC all the way up to 12th. And nationally, moving from I believe 64th, all the way up to 46th. So Tennessee is well on their way. They're back, and definitely going 15-0. There you go.
Yeah, so you said they landed another recruit. Yes, yeah, I see what you did there.
Right, tied that into the moon landing, which is more of a hoax, the moon landing or Tennessee is back?
Tennessee is back.
That's correct. That's correct. That is correct.
Yeah, that's right. It's really easy to debunk Tennessee being back.
That's been debunked. Yeah, it's been debunked for 15 years in a row, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. All right, Vic, anything else about this moon landing conspiracy we need to know?
Well, before we go, I wanted to ask you what you think about playing football on the moon.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. I think football on the moon would be fun. Yeah.
Now you know why I have a theory about why we haven't been back to the moon in 50 years. You know what it is, don't you?
What?
There's no Walmart there.
Oh yeah, that's right. No Walmart. That's right.
You remember I made that video to the Walmart executive board or whatever.
So we need to build a Walmart on the moon.
Yeah, I gave them that idea.
People would move there, and it would solve overpopulation and
I gave them that idea for free. 6 years ago? Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here we go.
7.
Yeah. Uncle Lou's message to Walmart.
2014. I think it was.
It
almost
was
7 years
let's
ago.
see. Yeah, May 27th, 2014. So.
Yes, so almost 7 years ago.
Let's play a little bit of this. I am the people's YouTuber. Good afternoon. Uncle Lou here.
You didn't say good morning.
I wanted to. Hard to believe I only had like 40 subscribers when I was making these kind of videos, huh? For my good buddies over at Walmart. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So, if there are any Walmart executives, the CEO, or anything like this watching these videos, and I'm pretty sure there are, there's a couple of things I wanted to go ahead and let you know. Things you need to do. So, and before I start here, to everybody that is about to write in the comments that they hate Walmart and Walmart is evil and and you never go to Walmart, you're lying. But that's okay. Everyone says that. But then they go. I know this is true because when I go, I see you there. So everyone goes to Walmart. So, just last night, about 3:30 in the morning, I suddenly realized I needed new car mats, a basketball, a gallon of milk, and a razor. I thought for a second, scratched my head, and then drove straight to Wally World. They were open,
and they had everything I needed. If they don't have it, you don't need it. So, yeah. But what I wanted to go ahead and let the bigwigs over at Wally World know is this idea that I had. You're free to use this idea. So, what I'm going to need you to go ahead and do is build a Walmart on the moon. It's getting crowded down here on Earth. We haven't been back to the moon in 40 years because there's no Walmart there. So, please go ahead and take this opportunity to go ahead and cure world overpopulation by putting a Wally World or two on the moon. That would be great. There's plenty of land there. There's none left here. Within 15 minutes, I can be at 5 different Walmarts from my house. That's great. Please put some on the moon. It will start a new space race.
I can't take any more. God almighty. That's terrible. Oh my God. That was something serious there, Vic.
Yeah.
All right. Time to get out of here, VicTube.
Okay.
Tell everybody where they can find you and when.
Yes, y'all can find me on VicTube Productions, and I do live streams every Friday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
There's a link to his channel right there. I just posted it in the chat. So if any of you aren't subscribed yet to VicTube,
yeah,
there you go. Click that link. Subscribe.
Yeah. If you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing?
Yeah, and you go live every Friday at 6, right?
Yeah.
Is it a stream or a show?
It's both.
It's both?
Both. Yeah, it's a show stream. Yeah.
A show stream, okay.
Or a stream show.
Or a stream show. Good. Great. All right, VicTube. Thanks for coming on today, buddy. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
All right, we'll do it again next week, I hope.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we are doing. What are we doing next week again? 9/11?
9/11.
Oh,
yeah.
boy. Okay, great. Great. Can't wait. Can't wait. People should get their Kleenex ready. Trigger warning for next week's show.
Yeah.
Big time. All right, VicTube. I'll see you Friday at 6, buddy.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, take it easy. VicTube checking in, like he does every Thursday with his conspiracy theory segment that we lovingly refer to as LouAnon. That's right, LouAnon. Shout out to VicTube. 2021 Slob Olympics MVS. Most valuable slob. 2022 Slob Olympics coming up March 11th through 13th in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, most likely at the Riverside Tower Hotel. Still working on getting that nailed down, but most likely the Riverside Tower Hotel, March 11th through 13th, which is a Friday through Sunday. The events will take place on Saturday, March 12th. Come hang out with us for the weekend. I'm probably going to go up there. I might go up there for the whole week. I might go up there Sunday or Monday or something and just stay the whole week. I love it up there. But anyway, make your plans now. Request your time off from work. Start saving $10 a week, whatever you need to do, so that you can attend the second annual Slob Olympics, March 11th through 13th, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. 2022 Slob Olympics t-shirts will be available starting tomorrow afternoon on the Uncle Lou Teespring store for $25 plus shipping, which I think Teespring charges $4 or $5, so about $30 to get you a shirt on the Teespring store starting tomorrow afternoon. If you know you're going to buy one and you want to save some money and be among the first to get your 2022 Slob Olympics shirt, you can PayPal me $20. The link to the PayPal is in the description of this video. Maybe one of the mods can post the link in the chat. Send me $20, your shirt size and your address, and I will send you one out tomorrow. And you'll save yourself $10 and be among the first to get it. Send $20 to the Uncle Lou PayPal. Golden Blue Dude, thank you for hitting the super chat, sir. Did you see my latest reply to you on email, sir? I apologize for that. I get a lot of emails, and I don't always. Well, I'm not. It's my fault. I wasn't paying attention to who the email was from when I replied to your email the first time. So I sent you an email saying, "Oh, sorry, I didn't realize who I was. It was you." Anyway, just check the email. Thank you for the super chat. He says, once you break through the wall of brainwashing, you'll see Lou is correct about legalizing weed and prostitution. Bama Boy, thank you for the super chat. He says, salad tossing. Super classy, Ballard. Yeah, Ballard's working through some things, you know. He's entered his curiosity phase, it would appear. So he's working through some things. Nothing wrong with that, Ballard. Nothing wrong with that at all, sir. You do you. Keep it a buck, as the kids would say. Keep it a honey, one honey. Waikiki, I got you. I got your PayPal, sir. Thank you for your shirt size. I just need your address. I think you have my cell phone number, Waikiki. You can just text me your address if you want. Let me add your name to the list here, though. I got a list here of people to send these shirts out to tomorrow. Oh, never mind, Waikiki. I see where you sent another one with the address, so I got it. You're good. You're good. Those will be ordered tomorrow. Just to let you know. Just to let you know. Yeah, I got a Waikiki. I'm sorry. I didn't see it the first time. Sorry about that, sir. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Try to get a couple of videos posted for you guys today. Make sure you check them out. Probably do a schedule preview video. Going to try to do a comment on the comments video. Those take a while to do. I'm going to start on the comment on the comments video today, depending on how long it takes me to do it. It may not be up till tomorrow, but there will be there will definitely be a scheduled video out today. Hopefully I can finish up the comment on the comments video. I got to pick kids up from school at 2:30, and then Lou Jr. has soccer this afternoon or this evening or whatever. So I have kind of a short work day today, but I'm going to try to get that comment on the comments video. If I don't get it done, I'll at least get it started or halfway done, and then maybe I'll have to finish it up tomorrow after the morning show or something. But a reminder that I will not be doing a live show tonight. I usually stream the first round of the draft, which starts at 8 o'clock, but because my son has soccer tonight, I wouldn't be able to start the stream till probably 9:30 or 10. And Pete is doing a stream of the first round tonight on his channel starting at 8. So all you guys that normally tune in on the Thursday night show or that normally tune in to watch me stream the first round of the draft, go over to Pigskin Pete's channel tonight at 8 o'clock. When I do get back from Lou Jr.'s soccer practice, I'm going to tune into Pete's show. And Pete has said that I can call in, and me and him will, discuss the draft, who's been picked so far, whatever, that kind of thing. So I will see all of you hopefully tonight over on Pigskin Pete's channel. I appreciate you all tuning in this morning. Shout out to those that were able to support the show with the Super Chat today. I really appreciate that. The Super Chats and the PayPals and all that, that's what keeps these live shows going. I can't thank you guys enough, especially during the off season. It is borderline impossible to run a college football channel year-round and come anywhere close to being able to eat. And without the support you guys give me day in and day out here, with the Super Chats and the PayPals and watching just watching the videos I upload, obviously. These live streams aren't monetized from YouTube. So, without the Super Chats and the PayPals, I'm basically working for free on these live shows. The videos I upload, of course, those are monetized. So watching those videos is a huge help to me too. Hitting the thumbs up on the videos is always great. It pushes my videos further up the chain in the YouTube algorithm. And if there's a video you ever really, really like, share it somewhere. That's probably that's the biggest. If you really want to support the Uncle Lou Show or this channel, the biggest thing you can do to help this channel without spending a dime is to pick a video that you really, really like and share it somewhere once a week or something, whether it's your Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, whatever the case. The only way a YouTube channel can grow is if it gets exposed to people who aren't already watching. I know not everybody. Well, first of all, not everybody wants to super chat. Some people might want to, but can't. So there's a lot of things you can do to help support the channel that don't involve giving money. So if you like it over here, if you have a good time over here, if you enjoy the live shows and the videos, make sure to hit the thumbs up on those videos and pick one or two a week and share them somewhere. It's a huge help, The struggle is real in the off season. So big shout out to those of you who continue to show up day in and day out. It really means a lot to me. I mean that. And Waikiki and Mike Reiser, thank you for the PayPals this morning. I appreciate that too. I really do. All right, good show today. Shout out again to Mike Vick with VicTube Productions for coming on with his weekly conspiracy segment. Talked about the moon landing today. Next week, he's going to talk to us about the 9/11 conspiracies, the truther movement, I guess it's called, the 9/11 truthers. He's going to talk to us about that. So that'll be next Thursday. Tomorrow morning, Friday, we got Ballard Sports Media coming on. Maybe. He's supposed to come on, but we know how that goes. But now that he's an official sponsor of the morning show, with his company that he's started, Ballard's Salad Tossing Service, Alabama's #1 youth ministry, hopefully he will come on tomorrow. That's the plan. If you want to be a guest on the show, Tuesdays and Thursdays are the best days to do it. Fridays are okay too. Mondays is a no-go. We got Scott Hall and Scott Hall. He's a wrestler. NWO for life. We got Scott Kerr and Chess Hall that come on every Monday, and they're extremely reliable. So it's hard for me to have a third guest on Mondays. But Tuesday, if you want to come on a Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday, there's always a time to fit you in. Tuesdays would be best because we don't have anybody that ever comes on Tuesdays on a regular basis. So Tuesdays are the best day. If you ever want to come on a Tuesday, you can stay on for the entire show, 2 hours if you want to. Up to you how long you stay on, but Tuesdays is the best day if you want to come on the show. You can come on Thursday and Friday, but you'll be on with other people on those days. So it's up to you. Send me an email, crazyunclelou@gmail.com, crazyunclelou@gmail.com. I'd love to have you on as a guest. Let me know. Just let me know. Oh, positive thoughts for your father, JoJo, with the heart surgery. I'm sure everything will be fine, sir. I'm sure he's in great hands, and I'm sure he'll come out of it just fine. All right, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for another great show. I can't wait to do it again tomorrow morning. I'll have a video or two uploaded on the main channel today, and I'll be on Pete's show tonight, sometime around 9:30, for the NFL draft. Until next time, have a good morning.